What is up, all of my beautiful dudes and dudettes? It's finally here, the Genex P.U.N.K deck profile that I've been promising you guys for a week now. So sorry that this has taken so long, but here it is. You might remember from a little over a month ago that me, along with Bean Soldier and Topaz, came up with the best thing we could think of for a Genex deck profile. We didn't take it as seriously as we should have, and then over the last 2 weeks, I sat down and took a look and realized that it might actually work in our favor. Now, of course, over the last year and a half, I've really struggled to figure out what cards I could use to make a Genex deck playable. And there are semi-competent cards in the Genex archetype. You've got cards like Genex Blast Fan, Genex Neutron, Genex Power Planner, Genex Recycled, Genex Spare, Genex Ally Birdman, our Genex Accelerator, our Genex Crusher, our Genex Oracle, our Genex Overseer, our Genex Turbo, Genex Ally Triarm, and Locomotion R Genex. After fiddling around with all of them, we came to the conclusion that probably the best would be Genex Controller and Genex Undyne in the main deck, with Genex Ally Axel in the extra deck. Although to be fair, if you guys have any better way to play Genex, please do not hesitate to comment down below. And follow me on Patreon so that you can get to the Interdimensional Gods tier and challenge me to make a more Genex-centered deck. Also, if you really like seeing wacky decks, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And also check out my Patreon down in the link below. So let's just hop right into this deck profile so I can show you the Genex P.U.N.K deck that I took to my OTS championship. Starting off with the Genex cards, we've got double Genex Controller and triple Genex Undyne. Now, why did we choose Genex Controller and Genex Undyne? Genex Undyne on summon for cost can send cards like Therion Reaper Fume or Water Enchantress of the Temple, two great water monsters to have in your grave. Therion Reaper Fume is the Therion card that has a quick effect double bounce in your opponent's turn, and Water Enchantress is a great card to have in your graveyard for the crackback on turn 3 to help you win the game if you're not winning with your board right out. Adding Genex Controller to hand gives you a discard for the Therion cards and for no P.U.N.K Foxy Tune. After that, we've got the P.U.N.K lineup. The ratios are a little bit different than other P.U.N.K decks because I really wanted to slim the deck down as much as I could. We've got triple no P.U.N.K Zeoman, double Sharakusai, because having double Sharakusai is so needed. Being able to quick effect synchro on your opponent's turn into Amazing Dragon, it's beautiful. For the other level 3s, Wagon, Madam Spider, and then for the bigger guys, we've got 2 Deer Note, 2 Ogre Dance, and 2 Foxy Tune. We also have Jam Extreme Session and Dangerous Gabu. Going first, I knew that I would see any part of this engine, which would result in the rest of the engine being opened up to me. Of course, triple Emergency Teleport, one of the most busted cards in the game. Setting an Emergency Teleport would trigger Altamaya Zolkin, and also just being able to get a Sharakusai on my opponent's turn that on a new chain I could quick play synchro into P.U.N.K Amazing Dragon was fantastic. It's a play starter, it's an extender, easily one of the best cards in the entire deck. For the Therion package, 1 King Regulus, 1 Lily Borea, 1 Empress Alasia, 1 Duke Yul, 1 Reaper Fume, and then Disc Coliseum and Endless Engine Aggro System. Weirdly enough, throughout the entire day, I did not see Aggro System, but the rest of these cards are amazing. We ran a smaller adventure package with 2 Water Enchantress, 2 Rite of Aramesir, and then of course 1 Faithful, 1 Dracoback, and 1 Griffin Rider. Honestly, going forward, I will take the adventure package out. I felt that it was bricking me more often than not. I would rather have a Genex Undyne and Genex Controller both in hand than having seen the adventure package. I also ran 2 Kashtira of Fenrir and a Psychic Tracker. Fenrir is a beast of a card. It also helps you go into Brawn plays due to it being a special summonable level 3. Psychic Tracker opens up plays for Naturia Bargion against the Trap Trick and the Labyrinth matchup. Since if you have any of the level 3 punks on board, you can just special summon it and synchro right into Naturia Bargion. And then last of all, triple Ash Blossom. If I would like to make a change, take out the adventure package and put in more hand traps or going second cards, I wish that I had mained Imperm or even Nibiru throughout the day. Now for the extra deck, one Genex Ally Axel. Genex Ally Axel on summon could special summon Genex Controller from Grave, which would help you go into the level 11 synchros, so I really, really liked that. The punk cards, Rising Carp, Jam Dragon Drive, and Amazing Dragon. Rising Carp and Amazing Dragon are beautiful, wonderful cards. Jam Dragon Drive can also search Psychic Tracker, so that was really nice to keep in mind throughout the day. For the sort of engine pieces for the combos, one Diabolantis, Gigantic Champion Sargas, and then with Sargas you would summon out Divine Dragon Knight Felgrand or Hope Harbinger. If you wanted a monster negate or a spell negate on field. Sargas is just a big body. Diabolantis could send Lily Borea, which will get all of the plays going, so that was really nice. And then of course, one Zeus. Zeus is a big boy, Zeus gets around the Cashier board. For other extra deck cards, Chen Ying, since a lot of cards can get banished. Baron, Psychic and Punisher because it's a house of a card in punks. Ultimaya Zolkin and Crystal Beast Synchro Dragon. The fact that Diabolantis can turn itself into a tuner works really well, so depending on the board that you're trying to build, you would either overlay with Diabolantis and whatever you recur with Deer Note into Gigantic Sargas to search the next piece of the Therion combo, or you would synchro summon into Ultimaya Zolkin by turning Diabolantis into a tuner. You would set an emergency teleport or something, which would trigger Zolkin to bring out Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. The last card is Armalile, the Star Leader Dragon. This card, you target a monster that it points to, and then you special summon a monster with the same level from your hand, but negate its effects. And now for the side deck, we've got a lot of Kashtira hate here in double Artifact Lance, triple Nibiru, triple Book of Lunar Eclipse, and triple Evenly Matched. And you're really okay with discarding in this deck since there's a lot of cards that you want in your grave to be able to get plays going. Nib's Nib. Nib's great. What more can I say? For the back row decks that are currently existing, we've got double Hey Trunade, one Harpy's Feather Duster, and one Naturia Bargion. So there you go. There you have it. That is my deck profile of what I took to my OTS championship. I hope that you guys really enjoyed it, and I am on the grind to prepare for YCS London. So if you are going there, please stop by and see me. And once again, if you enjoy content like this of really weird takes on meta decks such as Punk Therion, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I'm constantly trying to make weird engines meta. So I hope that you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you around.